We are going to be making these magical wands or sticks or talking sticks or whatever you want it to be. It could be whatever you want it to be. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of glue down. Then I'm going to take my first color and I'm going to hold it with my thumb, put it in the glue just a little bit there. Then I'm going to take, while holding it with my thumb, I'm going to take the other end of the string and just start to wrap it around. And you can see here, I'm wrapping on top of the string that I'm holding. That's going to hold it down. So you can see there, this string is still sticking out, and I'm just going to wrap it up in there. And that's going to hold it down. Once I'm ready to switch colors, I'll simply cut the string. And it doesn't have to wrap around the whole string. It's okay if there's still some sticking out. Then I'm going to, with what's left here, I'm going to bring it over here. I'm going to hold it with my thumb again. And I'm just going to put a dot of glue down so that I can start my next color. So my next color, I'm going to pull some yarn out here, and I'm going to kind of put it in the glue there. And see how I have both this one that is my old yarn, and I have my new yarn. I'm going to hold both of them down with my thumb. So this is important. I'm holding both pieces down with my thumb so that neither one move. This is the end of the new piece right here. I'm going to take this, and while holding it down with my thumb, I'm going to start to twirl it around again. And do you see right here, it is now going on top of that piece that I'm holding with my thumb, just like that. And now I'm covering up these two pieces that I was holding down with my thumb. I'm covering it up with my new piece of yarn. Once I'm ready to switch colors, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to, and you can see that first piece of yarn still sticking out. It's okay if that's still sticking out. I'm going to bring it over here. Now, this piece of yarn I now have to hold with my thumb like this. If I let it go, it starts to unravel. So I have to hold this piece with my thumb, then get my next piece of yarn. I'm going to put just a dab of glue right there. Doesn't take much. Just a little dab of glue. And you really don't have to have the glue, but it helps stick this piece there. So I stick my new piece there, and it's just going to fall down if I don't hold it with my thumb. So now I'm holding both those pieces with my thumb. You can see it's the old piece and my new piece that I'm going to wrap around. And then I'm going to take my yarn and start wrapping it on top of itself where my thumb is holding it. It's like this. And you can see it's kind of getting caught on the end over here. You just kind of have to go around it. Now that I'm ready for my next color, I'm going to hold that piece down with my thumb. If I let it go, it's going to unravel. So I have to hold it with my thumb. Then I choose my next color. I'm going to put the end of my next color going backwards. It's going backwards this way. Put a little dot of glue there so that it'll hold it down for me. I'm going to start to wrap it around on top of itself, on top of that piece that I am holding. Look how tight I'm getting the pieces. I'm getting the yarn to wrap around right next to the last piece so that it's a nice solid piece. You don't want it to look like this where we're wrapping and it's just a really wild wrap. You don't want that. You want it to be a nice solid wrap. Take your time, go nice and slowly. Once you get to the end, you can raise your hand and I can come help you. Okay, you can see here as I'm wrapping it, it's getting all tangled up here with the end. So sometimes it's easier to spin the stick, especially when we're towards the middle. You can just spin the whole stick around like this while holding the yarn tight around. Sometimes that's an easier way to go about it.